Hello, everyone out there. I'm back here to do a new DVD collection video. I do apologize about the audio. I have to do something later on, and at 5 in the morning, and I had nothing else better to do than do a DVD collection update, and it's about 3 o'clock in the morning right now. So I figured, what the hell, I would do a new video since I've been meaning to do one anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do my normal thing, go through all the DVDs and Blu-rays that I've bought since last time, which was about almost a month and a half ago, so I do apologize about that again. Hate doing that, but I've been super busy lately, so... Okay, basically what happened about a week after I did my last video, I went to the Chicago Comic-Con, and I also went to Flashback Weekend, which is a horror movie convention that was going on the same weekend right across the street. It's been about 3 years since I went to Flashback Weekend, and I went to Comic-Con last year, but pretty much I had not much of a haul from either one of those. I don't think I bought any DVDs at Comic-Con. There were like a few things I could have kind of wanted, but like I could find other places, and I don't think I did. I think I bought mostly like toys and shit, what the hell did I buy? I don't even know. I know I bought a replica of the Back to the Future car, but anyway, the first thing I want to talk about is actually something that I talked about in, I think it was my March 22nd video that I found for sale, and and since the seasons have been re-released or going to be, so these finds aren't as spectacular. But this one, I'm actually I've met 3 of the monkeys now, 3 of the 4. I met Mickey Dolenz in 2005. He came in my hometown and did a concert, and then I met Davy Jones that same year, November, when he did a concert close to my hometown. And then at Comic-Con, Peter Tork was there, and I actually got him to sign one of the Monkeys sets that I got here. It's just this to Stephen Best of Luck, Peter Tork, but I thought that was really kind of neat to meet him. He was really cool, a really neat guy. Alright, now onto the main collection. I'll point out the stuff that I got at Comic-Con and Flashback Weekend as I go through them. And the first 4 DVDs are actually I bought at Flashback Weekend. The first 2 I bought from Troma. If you're not familiar with Troma, they did the Toxic Vendor movies and Class of Nukem High, Poultrygeist, yeah. And I've met Lloyd Kaufman, the guy who runs the company, a bunch of times. He's one of the coolest guys you could ever meet. But first one I got here was something I've been holding off on for years. I used to own the old release, but since I've sold that, since I got this one, this is Cannibal the Musical. This is the 13th anniversary 2-disc Spadoinkle edition. Basically, it's just a nicer special edition of the one that I had already had. So, nothing special with disc art, if you can even see that, jeez. So, yeah, this is part of the Troma Masterpiece collection. It's actually number 1. I don't know if you can see it in the spine right there in the top. You can't. It's a little bit too dark. I need to get a new webcam. So yeah, basically I just bought it for the new special features. It's actually got a really lengthy interview with Trey Parker and another one with Matt Stone, and they're pretty, interesting stuff they talk about on there and everything. Next one was a blind buy. I'd never seen this movie. I'd heard of it, and I knew who Joe Spinell was because I had seen Maniac, and Maniac's actually one of my more favorite horror movies. This is also part of the Troma Masterpiece collection, number 3. I don't know which one number 2 was. It might have been Romeo and Juliet, I'm not sure. But anyway, this is the last horror film. It's the uncut special edition. There we go. This stars Joe Spinell and Caroline Monroe, who were both in Maniac. And this movie's really bizarre. It's basically, it's about a guy who obsesses about becoming a director and obsesses about one actress. So he goes to the Cannes Film Festival and basically stalks her and kills everyone around her. The end of the movie is fucking weird. Like, I don't even really understand what in the hell happened in the movie. But it was actually kind of neat. I haven't watched any of the special features, but one of the main reasons I bought it was for Mr. Robbie, which is a short film that Joe Spinell did that was basically the sequel to Maniac. And I haven't watched it yet, but that was one of the main reasons that I got it. The next two were also blind buys. One of them is a movie that starred Bruce Campbell, and Bruce Campbell was actually at Comic-Con. But I didn't, pay to me. I didn't want to wait around all day trying to get an autograph, so. This is Maniac Cop. I've never seen this. I watched some of it. I haven't finished watching it, but from what I saw, it's pretty decent. It's got some pretty good special features, including a commentary with Bruce Campbell. And I bought this from Synopsis Film, and I want to give a shout out to Synopsis Film because they're always at the horror movie conventions, and they've always got like a ton of stuff. The only thing I didn't like was we tried to cut a deal with the guy because I've bought a lot of stuff from Synopsis Films, and so we were like, if we buy, because my friend and I were buying a lot of stuff from them, and we asked them if they could give us a discount, and they said yes. And then because I didn't buy the two movies the guy suggested, he basically charged us the regular price, and I thought that was kind of a shitty thing for them to do. But they have good DVDs, so I'm not going to bitch about it much. All right, next one is the last DVD that I bought at Flashback Weekend, and this is The Stepfather 2. I've seen the first one. I own the first one on Blu-ray. Never saw this one, so I've just bought it. Haven't watched it yet, but it's got some special features on it too. What's interesting is I went to a Comic-Con first on Saturday, and we were supposed to go to Flashback Weekend the same day, but we spent about 8 hours at Comic-Con, so we couldn't go to Flashback Weekend. We went to Flashback Weekend the next day. When I was at Comic-Con, these conventions are known for selling bootlegs and stuff. Somebody was selling Stepfather 3, which is not on DVD, and I was like, I should get this, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. I didn't even think that I might buy the second one at Flashback Weekend, so I missed out on that, but whatever, what are you going to do? Okay, the next one up is a DVD that I owned, and I sold while I was unemployed. It was on sale a couple weeks ago at Best Buy for $15, usually like $35, so figured I might as well buy it again, so I have it. And this is the first season of Jetsons. What's interesting is, when these sets first came out, the outside box was clear, and the inside of the case would be an outline of what was actually on the cover, and it would match up. So my original Jetsons one was like that, but this one is not, obviously. It's pure cardboard, which is, actually, I like this better, because the other one you had to stick it in like this, so then, so then it's like that instead of like that, and I'd rather have it that way. Next one up is one that I bought for $5, and I'm actually trying to peel the sticker off of it right now, but whatever. Never seen this movie. Bought it simply because Vincent Price did a voice in it, and I want to own any movie that he's had anything to do with, and this is Thief and the Cobbler. I popped it in for a second, and it looks terrible, so I'm not very optimistic about this, but, I mean, it's part of my Vincent Price collection, then. The animation looks terrible, and I find it funny that there's a quote on the back that says, visually dazzling. Don't know who the fuck that was. I've never heard of All Movie Guide, Mark Deming. I don't know, I think the man's fucking insane. Okay, the next one up I have is, actually a Warner Brothers made-on-demand, disc, like, I talked about, Jetsons Meet the Flintstones, which I bought a while ago, and then just recently Warner Brothers released another Jetsons TV movie, which is Rockin' with Judy Jetson. Never saw this before. I remember seeing it in the video shelves when I was a kid, but I never bought it, or I mean, never rented it because it was a pink box. It was Judy Jetson. It seemed like it was targeted for girls. So I bought it. I was like, what the hell, why not? And the story's kind of goofy. It's not really directed towards girls, but the story is really kind of goofy. It's basically about some alien bitch who doesn't like music. The end. And, it's about, well, I'm not going to go into it, but it's a decent movie. And you know what? Again, I don't know if I said it in the last video, but people are bitching about these made-on-demand discs. Yeah, they're overpriced. They definitely are, but people are bitching about the quality. I think the quality is actually pretty damn good. I mean, so what? So what if it's on a DVD-R? I don't give a fuck. Alright, moving on. Next one I bought is another Shout Factory Nicktoons release. And this one is the first and second season. It's the Angry Beavers. Another one of another Nicktoon that I grew up watching. So I'm so happy that Shout Factory is releasing. In fact, I think just recently they announced the second season of Rocko's Modern Life, which means that they are going to continue releasing these. I'm really happy that they're doing that because Paramount sure as hell didn't have any faith in it. So next one up was another blind buy. Recently I started watching the Nostalgia Critic videos. I've been watching a lot of them. One of them I watched was about Neverending Story 3, then I watched Neverending Story 2. And I realized I've never seen these movies, and then just seeing the clips from the movies kind of made me, you know what, I think I want to see the first one. So I was at Target getting something, and I bought the first Neverending Story for $5, and I've watched probably half of it. I haven't finished watching it yet, but from what I've seen, I like it. I'm not a big fan of fantasy movies, but I'm kind of liking this one, so we'll see how that turns out. Alright, and the last two DVDs that I got here are basically re-releases, but the reason I bought them is because they are the non-syndicated versions. When they first released the first season of this show, it was only the syndicated episodes, so a different company has them now, Mill Creek, and they re-released them, and we got Roseanne Season 1 and 2. Season 1 was the one with the syndicated versions, and then I guess half of Season 2 was syndicated also. I didn't realize that. But, yeah, I got these, and what's really funny is, Roseanne's one of my favorite shows. I find it absolutely hilarious. But, I compared the running times with these ones and the original ones, and it comes up with 46 minutes difference, which would average out to 2 minutes per episode, but that's a lot to take out of an episode, 2 minutes. But anyway, the only thing I don't like about these is the way they're put together. Basically, all the discs are in little black paper envelopes, just placed on the inside here. That's it. And it also smells weird. So, but, you would think from a crappy company that you would have crappy video quality, but in reality, the quality wasn't bad at all. So, yeah. Alright, moving on to Blu-rays. First one I got, actually I'm going to talk about both of these together. I bought at the same Borders that was going out of business, obviously. Got Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore on Blu-ray. Nothing too spectacular about these. I mean, they're just hilarious movies, but I don't really remember the picture quality being anything spectacular in either one of them. Moving on, I bought the first one when it came out because I liked the movie. This one I don't like that much, but I got it for $10, so I figured, what the hell. It's Mortal Kombat Annihilation on Blu-ray. Again, not a fan of it, but not a fan. Well, it's kind of a guilty pleasure, sort of. I mean, I could tell how bad this movie is, and sometimes it's hard for me to sit through it, but anyway, picture quality is about the same as the original one, and audio same. Sorry, I'm sorry. I got nothing really to say about a lot of these, but I just want to go through them. The next one I bought, I got for $8 at Best Buy, Scary Movie, the original Scary Movie. This is the best one. Fucking hands down. The best one. 2's okay, and that was just released on Blu-ray. 3 was good, but it was good on a different scale because it was more like Naked Gun than it was, these types of movies. So I haven't watched this yet though, but I bought it and I figured for $8, why the hell not? Because the DVD was, I had the DVD for a long time, for close to 10 years, so figured it was time to upgrade. Next one I bought, actually I bought the same day as Comic-Con. I had dropped my friend off, or actually my friend dropped me off, and I was driving home from her place, and I stopped at Kmart to get food or something. I can't remember why I stopped at Kmart, but I grabbed this for $6 or something like that. I hadn't seen it in a long time. I was like, I probably will like it now. No. I saw this movie a long time ago and didn't like it. Figured I'd give it another shot. It sucks. And I don't know why it has a 7.1 audio track, but it does. And this is National Lampoon's Van Wilder. I'm going to sell this because I was not happy with it at all. Waste of money, definitely, but I think I was just kind of brought down that I hadn't bought any DVDs at Comic-Con. But whatever. I bought some stuff in Flashback, so that made up for it. Speaking of Flashback, let's go back there for 1 second. As I was leaving, or as we were about to leave, I stopped at one more booth I hadn't been to, and I'm looking around and I saw Blu-rays that I had never seen before, and I saw the code, the ratings at the bottom, and I realized they were UK Blu-rays. So I'm standing there looking at the back of it, trying to figure out if it was PAL or, a different region, because I wanted to buy it, but I wasn't going to buy it if it wasn't going to play my player. So I didn't see a region coding. So I asked the girl, I said, will this play on my region, or on my regular DVD player, or Blu-ray player? And she's like, yeah, it says Region 1 right here. Well, in reality, she wasn't pointing at a region coding, she was pointing at the logo of the film company. Yeah, she's a fucking idiot. So I bought it without thinking, because I didn't see anything that said PAL on here, and I wasn't looking very hard because it said it right at the bottom. So as soon as I paid for it, and I paid a lot, I paid over like $40-something for this, I go back, and I'm like, this fucking says PAL. I mean, it's not going to play on my Blu-ray player. So I go back and forth, while she's trying to look it up online. I don't know where the fuck she was even trying to look it up, but as she was trying to do that, I decided to look up reviews, and I saw people were talking about an LG player, an LG Blu-ray player, that was playing PAL Blu-rays fine. It wasn't having, there's no problem with that. It only played, region 0, region 1, whatever. But anyway, let me talk about this. This is Dawn of the Dead. This is a UK release, as you can see from the codes on the bottom. And this release actually is, it has all the special features from the 4-disc Ultimate Edition DVD that we have here, that we did not get on the Blu-ray. So I bought it thinking, I didn't read the back very well, but I was thinking that it's 3 discs. I was thinking all 3 discs were Blu-rays. Well, that was incorrect. Basically, the first disc is the Blu-ray disc we have in America. The second and the third disc are basically kind of like the second and third disc of the Ultimate Edition. So, but they're DVDs. I didn't realize that. So I ended up spending $40 on something that I didn't really need, and I feel stupid, but whatever. What I do like about this, and I wish I had bought, they had a couple of these from this company, Arrow Films, I think, yeah, Arrow Films. They had a movie called Phenomena. I had never heard of it or seen it, but it was a Dario Argento movie, and I was like, after I found out about it, read up on it later, I was like, damn, I wish I'd bought that, because for some reason that one was cheaper. That one was like $32. This was like $45. But what I like about this is that when you take it out, you have the choice of 4 different covers. This one. I'm not going to take the cover out because it's going to take too long, but I'll see if you can see it. There's this one right here, and then and then this one right here. So you get 4 different covers to choose from. Then you basically just put it back. You put it back in the box that it came in, and there's your cover. So I kind of like that. All right, moving on. Holy shit, I've been talking for 20 minutes. Okay. All right, the next 3 I'll talk about together because there's really nothing fancy to say about any of these. They all came out the same day, $10 each at Walmart. 3 Stallone films. We got Demolition Man, The Specialist, and Assassins. I've watched Assassins and Demolition Man. They look really good. I was actually really surprised by the picture quality on these, and the audio just as well. I've seen The Specialist before, but I have not watched this Blu-ray, so I can't comment on the video quality. But I assume it's just as good as the other 2. All right, next 2 we'll talk about together also. Simply because of how cheap I got them for. I was gonna buy. First one is The Thing. I was gonna buy this literally 2 days before for $10. Didn't know it was gonna go on sale. I'm glad I waited. I got it for $7, I think, or $6. I can't remember. But this one and 40-Year-Old Virgin I got for like $6 or $7. The Thing I hadn't seen in years. I didn't hate it, but I didn't really like it at the same time, so I wanted to see it again, and I'm liking it a lot more. So, yeah. All right, next one I bought because I really wanted to watch the movie, and I had the DVD, but I wanted to watch it on Blu-ray. And after I bought it, I kind of wish I hadn't. It's Army of Darkness. There's nothing wrong with it, but the director's cut wasn't on it, and I wasn't really paying any attention to that. So, oh well, I guess I have to keep my DVD. But picture quality is decent, and audio I didn't really pay much attention to because I just wanted to watch the movie. So, okay, moving along here. This one I bought. I've only seen the movie once, but I remember liking it, so I bought it on Blu-ray for the hell of it. I haven't watched it though, so can't comment on any quality or anything. But this is Bambi 2. I can comment on reviews. I saw that the special features basically sound like they blow ass. Disney's been really crappy with their special features lately. Bambi, Fox and the Hound. There's another release I can't think of. The special features are just fucking terrible. I really hope they don't fuck up Lion King. Alright, next one is a movie I have on HD DVD, and I've been meaning to upgrade to Blu-ray, but the Blu-ray went out of print because it was one of those movies that Paramount released on both formats, and then they were like, oops, fuck this, because Zodiac's another one. This one's Blades of Glory, and I knew it had been re-released not too long ago, but the problem is that everybody wanted $35 for it, and I wasn't about to pay $35 for this movie. All of a sudden, one day, Best Buy has it on their shelf for $6. So I bought it as soon as I found it for $6 because I like the movie. It's not the best movie. It's not worth $35. Alright, next one is a bunch of movies that I had just bought on Blu-ray earlier this year and I had to buy again to get 2 documentaries. And that is the Scream trilogy. This I bought it again because I wanted Still Screaming, which is a hour-and-a-half documentary that covers all 3 films, or the original 3 films, and it was really, really good. I was actually really surprised about how good it was. And then Scream: The Inside Story, which is a special that aired on Biography Channel last year, I think. Or maybe, no, it was probably the beginning of this year. And it was okay. Nothing special. It was just about the first movie. The only thing I don't like about this is how it claims to be a 5-film set. I understand it's 5 films. It's the 3 original movies and 2 documentaries. But when I see 5-film set, I assume 5 movies, not 3 movies and 2 documentaries. Okay, we're getting to the end, guys. I do apologize for talking so much. Okay, next one up, basically if you have seen any of my, if you've seen my Scooby-Doo videos, obviously you know I'm a Scooby-Doo fan. And this right here is Scooby-Doo Legend of the Phantosaur. It's the new one that just came out. I only watched a little bit of it, so I can't really talk too much about it. The animation is more reminiscent of Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc., which is the new series it's on. I don't know if it exactly follows the story because I haven't watched that show very much. I only saw one episode. I've really been waiting for when the show is eventually going to release season sets instead of the stupid volumes that I've been tricked into buying before. Yeah, so not much more to say about that. I do like how the Scooby-Doo movies, though, are being shot and released in HD, and they're in widescreen. I like that. They first did it with Camp Scare. However, when I bought Aloha Scooby-Doo, that was in widescreen, which was interesting because the DVD wasn't. So that means that, at least from Aloha Scooby-Doo until now, they've been shot in widescreen. Interesting, but okay. Next up is a movie I didn't really think I'd see on Blu-ray, let alone with special features. And this is Halloween 2. This is the original Halloween 2. The original sequel to the original Halloween. I bought this for two reasons. I like Halloween 2. I think Halloween 2 is actually one of the better horror sequels of all time. And I also bought it because Terror in the Aisles is on it. And I had a bootleg. I might still. Do I? Yeah, I sure do. I have a bootleg of it that I bought at some convention. And surprisingly, Terror in the Aisles is also in HD. So it was kind of neat to see that. It's kind of a stupid movie, and I can't believe it played in the theaters. But it's basically just movie trailers and movie scenes. I just don't get why anybody would go see that in the theater. It also has deleted scenes and an alternate ending, so I haven't watched those yet, though. Movie looks good, though. I will admit that. Audio could probably use a little bit of work, but the movie looks pretty good. Alright, next one up is a show I fucking love, and I'm kind of pissed off it didn't win Best Comedy. I didn't think it would, but I wish it had, and this is The Big Bang Theory. This is Season 4 on Blu-ray. I love this show. I can't say much more about it. Did I really need to buy it on Blu-ray? Not really, but what are you going to do? Alright, and the next one up I might do a whole video on, because this is actually a pretty neat set, and I don't want to keep talking much longer, so this is a set I'm sure a lot of people bought, and this is the Star Wars Complete Saga. I like it because it's a lot like the Alien set, where it opens up and the discs are in there, so I like that. And yeah, I think I might do a whole video on this, because it's really late and I've been talking for a long time. Alright guys, again, sorry about my rambling. Half an hour, sorry. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and please subscribe.